Good day to you. This is the weather broadcast from the Met Studio at GMIT for today, October 17th, 2025. We start off today with our tropical weather outlook, and in the central tropical Atlantic near 41 degrees west, we find a tropical wave which is being monitored for further development. This wave has a 0% chance of development over the next 2 days and a 30% chance of development over the next 7 days, most likely in this area which is demarcated in yellow. Therefore, this wave has a higher chance of development after it passes the Lesser Antilles rather than to the east of the Lesser Antilles. We will continue to monitor the progress of this wave. However, regardless of development, this wave is expected to result in an increase in shower and thunderstorm activities on Sunday, along with gusty winds and a deterioration in sea conditions. So do continue to monitor the progress of this wave throughout the weekend. To the west of this wave, we do find another tropical wave located near 52 degrees west. This wave is expected to affect the extreme southern portion of the Lesser Antilles and the South American continent tonight and into tomorrow. Moving on now to our satellite imagery for today. Here in the central Atlantic, we find the axis of the tropical wave of interest and the other near 52 degrees west. Not much convection associated with those waves at this point in time. As we move across to the Lesser Antilles, we find a stationary front, a cold front becoming stationary as it extends across the Greater Antilles. This cold front has a prefrontal trough associated with it, which has been affecting the Lesser Antilles over the past 24 hours. So we find some deep convection with thunderstorm and moderate to heavy showers has been occurring across the leewards over the past 24 hours. Further south across Dominica and the southern portion of the Lesser Antilles, a high pressure system has been dominant throughout the day so far, resulting in relatively dry conditions across the area. And as we zoom in a little closer to home, we find that across the skies over Dominica, mostly high-level clouds have been reported. That's your cirrus clouds, which are your non-rain-bearing clouds. During the afternoon, we saw some isolated low-level clouds popping up across the northeast of the island. And as we move on to radar imagery, it indicated no shower activity across the island throughout the day so far, with just some light showers occurring over open water. This condition is expected to persist during the afternoon, with a slightly higher chance of moderate showers as a result of daytime heating and light winds across the area. Tonight, dry conditions are expected to persist, resulting in fair to occasionally cloudy skies with isolated showers. Temperatures are expected to be down to about 24 degrees Celsius in our coastal communities and 22 degrees Celsius in the interior. And these dry conditions are expected to persist into tomorrow as we move on now to our 3-day outlook. So fair to occasionally cloudy skies with isolated showers are expected on Saturday. Very warm temperatures anticipated with our daytime highs up to about 33 degrees Celsius. As we move into Sunday, as a result of the tropical wave, mostly cloudy skies with scattered showers, isolated thunderstorms and gusty winds are expected across the island. And this instability is expected to persist into Monday as well, resulting in mostly cloudy skies, scattered showers, and a possible thunderstorm activity. The winds are expected to pick up over the weekend out of the northeast by Sunday near 35 kilometers per hour and out of the east-northeast through east-southeast near 40 kilometers by Monday. So breezy and gusty conditions are expected. So those of you who are planning for activities over the weekend, ensure that you are providing some coverage in terms of rainfall activity and make sure your structures are securely fastened as a result of the anticipated gusty winds. In our coastal waters today, our seas are about 5 feet on the east coast. However, we are seeing the continuation of some southerly swells along our western coastline. So we do have a high surf advisory in effect. So small craft operators do exercise caution in this zone. We advise that sea bathers to stay out of the water. Tomorrow, Saturday, we do have a yellow alert being maintained for a high surf advisory as we expect a reversal. Northerly swells are expected to affect the northern and eastern coastline on Saturday. On Sunday, as a result of the instability and increasing wind speeds, we expect further deterioration in conditions, with our seas expected to pick up to 8 feet along the eastern coast, and further deterioration on Monday, with our seas expected to be near 10 feet. So we are extending the yellow alert into Monday. These will most likely require a small craft advisory and a warning as we go into the start of the new week. The sun will rise tomorrow at 5:58 a.m. and will set at 5:43 p.m. The first high tide tomorrow will be at 1:33 a.m. and the first low tide at 7:56 a.m. Do remember that for further information, updated information, you can join us in our WhatsApp channel or visit our Facebook or Instagram platforms at Dominica Met, or even our website at weather.gov.dm. Thank you for joining us today. Do continue to stay informed. Until next time.